Hello there, welcome back to Manifest Without Money. What are you expecting today? Because whatever you expect, that's exactly what you're going to receive. In today's video, I want to talk to you about emotions and feelings. To bring you a deeper understanding of your feelings and emotions, I want to talk to you about what does it mean you don't get what you want, you get what you are? Or what does it mean what you seek is seeking you? I would like to bring you my understanding. And remember, you're not seeking knowledge, you're seeking understanding. You see, when we think, we have a level of frequency. Our thoughts are frequencies. You're thinking on this level. At certain times, when you hear something and it makes sense to you, what you're doing, you're connecting some thoughts that you had in the past, some memories, with the present. And you're beginning to make different connections. Or the light goes on, right? Or you have a revelation. That's considered, it's considered understanding. It's not enough to have just understanding and you go, wow, I think I got it. You must meditate upon that understanding now. You must meditate. You see, even through my coaching, through my videos, through my videos, as I speak, there's what you need to understand. There's things happening in my mind right now. As I speak, new things come to me. It's as if, where are they coming from? New understandings are coming through as I'm speaking to you. And so this is a type of meditation. Even me speaking into your life, it's a type of meditation, because as I'm speaking into your life, I'm meditating upon what I'm saying. And what I meditate upon, remember, what I hold on in my mind, another thought comes to it, and it rushes and it rushes. So more understanding and more understanding comes to me. The benefit of you giving to other people is that you receive more. Okay, so when I give to you, I keep receiving. And remember, I catch the understanding first, and then I'm trying to deliver it to you, because ultimately that's what you're seeking. When you go from video to video, you're seeking someone that you can lock in and say, gee, he helps me understand at all times what life is all about, who I am. We were talking about self-development, and self-development, it's talking about knowing who the self is, knowing who you are, and then begin to develop it. It's entering into the seventh level of awareness, which is mastery. Now you master the tools of mind and the laws of mind. You master them. You're a master. Imagine a chef that cooks in front of you, and he uses those tools, the knives and the cutting board and the pots and the pans. I mean, it's just like he throws the knife in the air. He does this, he does that. It's like there's a flow, there's a mastery. And so what you want to look for, what you want you ultimately to get to, is that place of understanding where nobody can tell you any different. You're a master. I'm not saying you're going to know it all, but when you know you and know thyself is first law, when you know yourself, you begin to develop the self. You begin to shape it and to mold it. And now I want to take you back into emotion. I was watching Ed Milet, and this was a couple of days ago. And if you don't know who Ed Milet is, he's a motivational speaker now, but he started in the financial industry in the same company that I started. And this was many years ago. And I remember at the time, me and my colleagues were talking about Ed Milet, because we used to go to Vegas and have these financial seminars. And I remember we met Jesse Itzler, and he is Sarah Blakely's husband. And I live here in Atlanta. And anyway, there's a story with that too. But when Jesse Itzler came on stage and he began to tell us about his career, where he started, where he went, there was a lot of talk about Ed Milet as well, because he started in the same company I did. But it was in this video that it was a short interview between this woman that wrote a book, and they were talking about emotions. And Ed Milet opened up and said, you know, it wasn't but very recent that I was in my coaching program. I was coaching my clients, and I just broke down. Like, I got emotional. Like, I started crying. And what I did, I made a comment under that video, and he left a comment. He likes to comment under everybody's comment. But it was fascinating, because it was so interesting how such a big man like him, you would say, oh, these are big men, these are tough men, right? They have a heart and they have a mind. They think, they feel, they have emotions. And so now I want to take you into what is a feeling and what is an emotion. We talk a lot about feeling. You have to feel it. The feeling is the secret. You see, first you think, the thought creates a feeling, which is a chemical reaction. If you look at it in the scientific way, it's a chemical reaction. And emotion is energy in motion. It's putting into motion. But what's putting into motion? Not only your body, but also it's putting into motion through the law of attraction your desire. It's your desire is, to me, when you feel the feeling and you have an emotional response, it's an emotional signature or emotional signature. It's a signature, it's a sign, signature or sign to you that something is about to happen. Something broke through. Meaning, between the conscious and the subconscious mind, there is a terror barrier. There's worries, there's doubts, there's beliefs, they're all negative. How is it going to happen? Why is it not happening? That's called the terror barrier. In my program, between step 2 and 3, step number 3, when we talk about letting go and releasing, we're talking about relief or terror barrier. And in that moment, if you opt to focus, to shift your focus internally towards letting go and releasing, and you feel the relief, you're going to feel something. But then your body is going to respond. Because the body, when we say energy in motion, this energy puts the body into motion. That's when we talk about action, taking action. So when we have emotions, usually it breaks the pattern from the previous pattern. An emotion breaks the pattern. To me, an emotion says, I came to interrupt your day. I came to interrupt your day because while you thought up until today that you've got it all going on, that you're all strong and you can do it all, I want to show you that that desire that you had reached into the heart. And because now you are in the heart, because you have an emotion or you feel a change in the heart, I want to tell you that something is about to come through, because already something broke through. What broke through is that you went from the conscious into the heart. You became one. So now I want to take you back into, what does it mean? You don't get what you want, you get what you are. To be, or you are, is to become or create. Your emotions should tell you that you have created something, that something just broke through. Finally, something broke through. Many people, you hear them going through meditation and they cry. There's 2 types of crying. You can tell if you're crying from a wanting place, from a longing place, from a desperate place, and I'm very familiar with that. Or if you're crying from a place of, you feel soft. You feel soft. And you feel like, wow, this feels so good. This feels so good. This is what I've always wanted. This is what I've always wanted. But you speak as if you already got it. Yeah, it's as if to say, I've been seeking this feeling. What you seek is seeking you. What you're seeking is the feeling of having it, of becoming one with it. You're not seeking the physical material things. You're seeking yourself. And when you find yourself, you don't need it out there as much anymore. That's when you have that place of release. It's just like, I don't need it anymore. So to want is to imply that it's out there. It's to imply that I am going to do it and create it on my own. I'm going to make the phone calls and I'm going to stretch far and wide. You see, to want is to put out a vibration that I don't have. And this is when a lot of people misinterpret the word given, it shall be given. Because they think I'm going to give everything that I have to everybody. In the giving, you're wanting. In the process of you wanting, you're saying I'm given, but what you're doing is actually you are given with the intention that you want something back. Many people, when they say, well, I'm going to give this, ultimately they don't start with the giving. They're starting with the wanting, because why would you give something that you don't have? Think about it. You must give from the overflow. That's another principle. You must give from the overflow. That means if you already have it, you can give it. But if you don't have it, you can't give it. You might give knowledge. Some people give understanding. Some people are teachers. Some people are prophets. Some people are engineers. Some people are architects. Some people are florists. Some people are gymnasts. You can give to the world that which you are not. And to be is to have from the overflow. To become is to create, and to create is to have. And now you give from the overflow. And so in the process of wanting something, and you say, well, I'm going to give this to get this, you're saying, I don't have it, so therefore I'm going to go and I want it. We must change our perception. You don't run after anything. You go collect it. And I talk, and my phone battery is dying. So I talk in my business program, Still Release, Collect Wealth, Revolution 2.0. We don't run after what we want. We go collect it. It's a different mindset. So when you enter into this place of being one with it, intuition flows in, and intuition guides you very gently to go and collect your reward. Because as I said before, every worker is worthy of his reward. So when you do this work internally, when you create and manifest internally, 95% of that work has already been done. The only thing that now it's seeking you, you can use it now, seek and seek you, is for you, you're going and collecting. You're collecting the physical thing out there. Now you go and collect the physical thing. Now you go and you enter into the reality of that thing that you have become one with in here. Now you entered into that joy. Now you entered into that reality. Everything is already yours. It's yours for the taking. So to take does not imply you want it, does not imply you run after it. You just go and take it. That's why I coined the term, you collect it. You go and take it. But remember, if you go into a meeting, if you go into a seminar, if you're starting your business and you feel that there's giants around you because you're looking at people such as Ed Milet and you think, oh, he's such a big guy, I can never approach him, I can never approach Tom Bilyeu, I can never approach this guy, that person, that woman, you are making them the giants. But when you go through the 6 steps of creation and manifestation, there are no more giants. The walls have been broken down. The walls that's referring to these imaginal thoughts that you have about other people, their voices that speak in your ear that say, I'm bitter and I'm better and I'm bigger. Those walls break down. Nobody's bigger and nobody's better. You are it. The walls break down. The stranger's voices are gone. You only listen to the voice of desire. So any other voice outside the voice that speaks from your desire, don't listen to it. Now it takes practice, right? And practice makes perfect. You must repeat this process. And when I say repeat, I don't mean you must go through the 6 steps every single day, 3 times a day until you can't no more. Because if you do it once and you do it well enough to have the emotional signature in you, it's done. That thing gets done. In fact, it's as if you don't even have the strength to do it again. Let me put it that way. Relief puts you into a place of calm that you don't feel like you want to do it again. I'm going to speak this to adults, but when a man and woman come together in a physical way and there's relief on both sides, you're like, okay, I'm relaxed enough. I don't want to do this anymore. Your body is relaxed, right? You just don't have the energy. You just like, why am I going to do it again? Because I got everything I want. So when you feel that point of relief, that feeling, it's like, why do I need to do this again? It's mine. Now wear the feeling like a cloak. Wear the feeling like a coat. And that feeling keeps you into alignment. And the secret is in the feeling, because the feeling tells you I've exhausted everything. I've created it. It's done. All the work has been put in. Now I must go and collect my reward. It's 15 minutes into the video. But I hope this is helping you. I hope this is strengthening you. I hope this encourages you. And my intention, and I assume that it does, because I believe that. I just do. So thank you so much for watching. Remember, every worker is worthy of his reward. And you are the master of your own life. You've got everything inside of you right now. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye now.